viable.
Is this going to be a Claude in the gold lane, by the way?
It's a bad matchup against a Harith, but
I mean, in the early game, it's not horrible, but in the late game, it is.
you definitely need the dive. Or to kite against the Hanzo and wait.
And oh, wow, they're really going for the front to back here.
It's a kite.
Ruby XP, I believe, on Luke. This is a signature pick for Luke back in the day.
I don't think that's good against a Valir, man. That's more targets.
Yeah.
It's tricky, I
think purely they're trying to layer CC so that Hanzo and Harith can't get to their backline. They're trying to out-damage ONIC with their own backline through, again, stopping the damage from Hanzo and Harith with CC.
Another layer would be just to trigger the ult from Valir easily, right? You have the Badong, you have the Ruby, so at least you can trigger that ult early.
They need a body up front.
Commit.
What do they go for then? I think XP, right? Do they go Arlet?
Hylos?
I think Arlet would not be bad. There's a lot of CC here.
Oh, that's better, I think. Wait.
This will mean that they are going to... Fredrin jungle.
Yeah.
But Phoveus. Okay.
It's a bit harder against a non-assassin to dominate in the early game, but I can see the vision. Oh, debut pick, right, for Valir?
Debut in Indonesia. We've never seen the Valir. We've only seen it in the Philippines. I'm not too sure about Malaysia. But let's see what both Tazi and Yeb have cooked up for us in game number 3.
They need to take the blueprint from their brothers in the Philippines. They made it work. Super Fritz was the perpetrator. Now it is Super Sons on ONIC ID. Game number 3. It comes down to a best of 1. It has been the theme in this day. It is now or never for both of these teams. They need the W really bad, especially ONIC. Can they do it against Bigetron? It is the red robots versus the yellow porcupines.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to witness one more game, one more battle today. Will it be Bigetron securing themselves a ticket to the playoffs, or will ONIC at least, right, secure that 8-game win? That's almost a solo, by the way. Sansdal, pretty. Forcing to use the flicker as well. That's going to be the revitalized from Keyboy to at least
an attempt.
Save Sans, yeah.
All right. Well, for BTR, it's going to be the concussive blast for Anavel, trying to go and match up the clear speed of the Hanzo. Obviously, Hanzo will have a better time, but Anavel should have an okay time as well, clearing the jungle. It won't be too far off, right? But I think early it will, because Kairi can consume. Let's take a look at the rest of the emblems here. Bargain Hunter and the Rupture for the Kimmy. There's also the Thrill and the Festival of Blood. Nothing too crazy on the other side. Lutpi. I think we've seen more. When was the last time we've seen Vengeance on Phoveus? And
you're right.
It's been a while. I think most of the time it's Flicker nowadays. So Lutpi's planning to just go in, become the diversion, I would say, for the rest of the ONIC members to deal damage. Just like he was in the previous game. E-boy.
An attempt to find perhaps the first blood here. Bindal. It's a lot of damage, but not enough to take him down just yet.
I guess it's the fact that Fredrin is one of the target, and it's not hard to gap close with the Phoveus against a Fredrin. I think that's one of the reasons why he went for Vengeance. But obviously, the main reason would be it's Eman and Moreno just DPSing this guy. And Lutpi, so far, no contest whatsoever from Kai.
First neutral objective. This is more of what we expected, I think, even in game number 2 when ONIC picked up the Hanzo. Early game contest is going to be kind of tough up against a utility jungler, but it's all about the scaling once again for ONIC. Just like game number 2, they're going to have to wait for Kairi and Severo to hit the item power spikes. Then we'll see Severo pop off again. And Kairi, just like a setup up top.
Luke has the flicker.
Lutpi.
Haunted.
All in.
That's a good initiation there from the side of ONIC. Annabelle will not be able to survive the heat that Sans brings to the table as well. That's going to be Sans taking the first kill as well. 2 kills on the board for ONIC. It seems like they want to engage more with Sans just burning and slowing the members of Bigetron down. Force Finn to use the flicker as well.
They chased them to their own base. My goodness, the chase potential of this Onyx
was
team
crazy,
is
Chapman.
crazy. What?
It was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Are you trying to rage bait again? Is that how it is? I don't get you, bro. You're so weird.
Johnny, you're supposed to be rage baiting me. Why is Shepard the one getting caught in the crossfires?
I'm puzzled.
Onyx though, Kyrie again. Kyrie picking up the lethal wanderer here. This is really good again for Onyx because I think in the early game we would expect BTR to be the ones to control the neutral objectives and take it slow. Sans.
Uh-oh, this time Sans gonna keep his distance, but with the Vengeance Flame popped, that's in fall already for Bigetron to perhaps find another attempt.
Okay, already cursive side by Kyrie. That's an power spike, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Well, combined with Keyboy, quote-unquote DPS and Sansus, it's definitely enough to punish the frontliners. That's gonna be the main weapon of Onyx in this early of a game.
Yeah, my question is for Luke. So it's gonna be the War Axe first item that he's building towards right now with the Brave Smite too. I guess they're just trying to sustain? I think it really comes down to if they're able to also disrupt this front to back-ish composition. It's kind of weird how to describe Onyx composition. It's not really front to back, it's dive, but with a Valir.
Let's see, Lupi providing info. Keyboy though will try to zone some members away. Annabelle will not be able to survive. That's a big knock-up though. And that's going to be Lupi taken off the board. Keyboy now should be next as Moreno. It's just free hitting this Roamer. And that's going to be Onyx. Oh, good cancellation. Keyboy actually survived that one. 1 HP and Bigetron, no counterplay whatsoever.
Oh man, I think that was the counterplay from Bigetron. It's just
It's a solo practically with Onyx. Now, Sans very low, but Kyrie's in the picture. That's a sure kill. Sans. Wow, what a... So good.
Let me tell you, I don't want to be Fredrin. I don't want to be Annabelle in this position. It's so annoying, man.
It's hell. This is why... Severo.
Severo solo killed Amon in the second game. Seems like this time Amon, he learned.
Definitely. Kyrie up top as well. So the split push is going well. The team fights are going well. Seems like for BTR, everything has been derailed aside from the fact that they can play with Moreno and Eman. So now it's actually up to BTR to scale up. Like you said, I wouldn't want to play...
Mobilization. Keyboy looks for an angle.
1, 2.
You really find it. That's Finn in the picture now. Look B and Friends has, oh my goodness, the damage. The DPS from Sans is so annoying. Now, Bigetron, it's hard for them to find the team fight that they wanted. That's just a turret-free one for Onyx.
Yeah, it is super hard, Gani, especially with the fact that they don't have a proper dive towards the composition that you want to dive on. Because Sans right now, like, you cannot play front to back against this guy.
You really can. And again, like you said, I would not want to be Annabelle and a Fredrin right now. This seems like hell. So many ways to CC you and shred you down, dude. Like, Annabelle won't even be able to frontline, I feel. He gets shredded way too easily. If he goes Radiant Armor first item, that will delay a bit of the damage, I guess, but for Onyx, they're already ahead, so I think they can actually outscale the Radiant Armor very, very soon. Blowing Wand already for Sans. DHS already for Kyrie. Severo also hitting the Starlight side quite early on. Everything's going to plan for Onyx. This is a disaster for BTR.
2 level 8 for Kyrie and a whole lot of gold lead too, surely.
Let's see. Sans repositions, forced to use the flicker. Vengeance Flame pops as well. Keyboy though in the back lane. Try fine, but that's Annabelle. Clutch retribution. Annabelle though will be the sacrificial lamb as he is stuck. He will fall. Kyrie looking for a kill in the back. Doesn't really find the angle. 2 members now deleted, but at least they got the turtle.
Yeah, they don't care. It's still a W for Onyx.
It is. It's every little win here is a W for Onyx again, because even if we talk about scaling, I don't think BTR outscale Onyx. I really think Onyx have the better late game. So their angle would be...
Careful there, Lupi with the cover. Moreno repositions, but Keyboy, man, he wants something. That's a glowing wand actually doing the work to kill Moreno. Luke also was collateral there, and let's see, Onyx seems like they will push the tempo. Annabelle still collects the purple. Good taunt. Finn is there. Amon will try to find a kill perhaps, but Keyboy is just still too tanky with the Puissance especially.
I mean, look at that. BTR pulled all of the resources toward the team fight. All the while, Savero is just having the time of his life in the long lane, just taking a bit here. It is... Is it too early to say it's over, Miracle? Because
Yeah, that's what I'm
once
thinking,
again, it feels like that game when Kyrie had the link.
I agree.
It's a fool's errand.
I agree with you. Despite being the BTR fan here, it looks like it might be the case where it's just an outdraft. And like, I mean, so far have been able to control the game. The big angle would be like Luke getting a 4-man set, but that's wishful thinking right now. I guess for BTR, it all comes down to scaling. But again, to talk about scaling,
Yeah.
With you on a front train.
Onyx, yeah, and Onyx, Hanzo Harith, and Valir,
The purifying.
they scale better.
Yeah, speaking of Valir, this is the 50th hero in Sansa's hero pool. Well, he played like 3 roles basically, so makes sense.
Played jungle mid.
Gold too, I believe.
Oh yeah, he did play
was a
gold.
I
Season,
think,
was it
last
season
time.
9? Yeah,
Or
it
a
was
couple
season
of
9.
games,
Serpent
right?
Lance, I
Right.
remember when it was in the jungle. But now for BTR, it really is going to be a slow game. Like Onyx have power over every single neutral objective. They have prio all over the map as well because they have better side control.
There you go.
That's a flicker on towards Luffy though. He's saying he's Savero free hitting with the Shaman Force. In hand, shut down though. Well, from Amon towards
Whoa.
Hans.
Uh-oh.
They survive. This might be the window. Kyrie from an angle, looking for damage on towards Amon. Amon now.
Oh.
Wants a double kill.
no.
Looks for the
Oh,
shutdown. Again, 3 games. Amon finds a triple kill. This is their window. Savero. Gotta respect
Surely
the damage
not.
from Harith here. Bigetron though. They're still in favor. Oh my goodness, Amon finds the Lord. They will reset.
Oh
Let's not talk about Emma, let's talk about Kyrie.
2 times, 3
Yeah.
times. By the way, the first time he picked Hanzo at MPL, that was constantly happening.
Yeah.
The mistiming on the shadow.
Yeah.
And it happened last game. It wasn't fatal. This game, it wasn't. It's not going to be fatal, I don't think. But this is a big,
Snowball.
like, this is a big deterrent to their win con. Remember, Onyx had everything going.
Yep.
And now they have a lower BTR. If they somehow are able to utilize the range from this composition to siege down and to stop Onyx. Oh, look at that traction pulse.
Kyrie's low. Gotta back away now. Onyx seems like they will concede the purple as well, with the Lord still marching healthy in the bottom side of the map here. They should just sacrifice all their tier 2s. Perhaps they might save the mid one, but Onyx now seems like Bigetron. They not just have neutralized the situation, they are at advantage.
For sure, they took full advantage of it. And this is the problem with Onyx composition. There is no catch at all.
That's
Zero
true.
catch. So they have to play reactively. Meanwhile, Luke, Dragon Pulse.
That's the Vengeance Flame for Sans. Now, not the mid even, right? All the tier 2s officially gone for Onyx. Bigetron, they might move forward.
That's true. That's true, Sheffin. Now that I look at it, they don't really have a way to pick. It's more of like a full dive when they go in, right? It's an all-in, and technically BTR can still kite, funnily enough. And as we get into the later stage,
The range advantage.
it's not just the range advantage, but it's the damage mid-game as well. Can Onyx withstand that? Because I think the win con still stays for Onyx, where they can scale past BTR. They'll be able to shred the frontliners of BTR before BTR shreds the frontliners of Onyx, I think, especially with the Vengeance. But the window for BTR has opened.
Oh. 3K gold swing resulted in level 1 Lord. This is something that you don't really see very often. Now Onyx paid full price for it.
Yeah.
Just a single letdown, a single mishaps, and it is BTR's game currently. They're just gonna try to rinse and repeat distraction pulls and also that
Exactly.
Sonatas over and over again.
The poke is going to be ridiculous up to a point where Onyx can finally, like Keyboy Lutpi, walk up so that Savero can free hit. Also, one thing about the Valir is he's pretty horrible at chase.
Was Kyrie face checking that bush, but Keyboy almost got punished on
But he didn't
checking
die.
that bush.
That's the Kumar Brush.
That was the, oh my, dude, Bakshas and that bush, right?
PTSD, man.
Gani has real PTSD. He was watching that M5 World Championship Grand Finals.
Hey, I think if you're actually a ball knower, you know that that's not Kyrie's fault. Come on.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he wants to open it. The
It's
rest
just iconic.
All right, we'll not talk about it here. It's a conversation for a podcast, perhaps. But BTR have pushed the far lane. ONIC have sent Kai to deal with it. Wait, BTR can just go.
Ooh, I'm offended. Doesn't land on Keyboy. Litby though on the other's hands. 50% HP.
No,
He's quite low. Severo can. Keyboy. No range. Keyboy though trying to buy time. Amon bursts him down.
Those Amon force
with the
Severo
Sky
used it.
Piercer in hand. It's a 5v4. No Shaman Force. Kyrie though is still in play.
That's a miscom. They should have just played a proper front to back. I don't understand why Keyboy wants to just flank.
I agree.
Sans is in front, Safiro is in front. You have all the resources there.
I think they're thinking now there's too much layered CC. If they go for the dive, BTR, we saw that in the previous fight where Annabelle was able to go for the taunt, baiting out Sans' ult, and then Badang came in to Traction Pulse.
Oh, lands on two.
Kai is coming.
Kai is coming with the retribution. Severo free hits. Luke will be deleted. Severo! Come on, picks up the unstoppable. That's a fist crack again to find the window for Annabelle to collect the Lord.
Man, Finn again, he is doing a lot of work
really
on
is.
this Badang pick, man. 2 games in a row, he's been a big part. Despite them not being able to pick that game number 2, he was a huge part of BTR's resilience.
The waves, though, the waves. The Lord spawned instantly because the timing of the Lord was right before the 10th second where the minion spawns in. They'll try their best to manage the waves, but I think at most they'll just be able to get the base turrets. I don't think this is going to be a game-ending play, especially with Severo spawning and Luke spawning. Severo will be able to walk towards it, Lord, faster.
Let's see if ONIC makes a mistake, then definitely Bigetron will. Oh my goodness, big one! Lutby deleted. Kyrie though will reset.
He's still
4v5. Bigetron still off 5 men on the offense.
There's not a big problem, Mirko. The wave clear absolutely
Oh my god, you're right.
is bad for ONIC.
Oh, Harith, the leader, arguable, but let's see. Bigetron though looks for the range now. They definitely can play around it. Severo will clear the top lane. Bottom side will be sacrificed there. ONIC just holding on right now. Bigetron looking for an angle. That's going to be the angle that they wanted. Keyboy, revitalized pods. Kyrie, very low. Moreno is just doing work right there. But again, ONIC, they can and they will fight for another day.
Is this, is this gonna be another give the ball to Safiro and inshallah?
I think so.
I don't think, but the thing is, it's 3 frontliners for Bigetron Alpha. It's a much harder game to pull off for Safiro, I think.
It is, but as we get to the late game, again, very repetitive, 3 games in a row, we've seen similar picks, but Kyrie will have enough damage to be a diversion for BTR to scatter. Once that happens, Severo gets an angle to attack. Again, it really comes down to the execution of these players because just like in game number 2, ONIC find themselves with their back on the wall. BTR are the ones pushing in. BTR have all of the control. And unlike the other assassins, Hanzo isn't good at clearing side lane. This is where it gets tough for ONIC when the far lane base turret gets taken down and BTR can play with the constant slow pushes because then ONIC will have to make the decisive play on team fights. And right now it does look like BTR have ways to disengage and this is definitely within the power spike of BTR. We're getting closer to the power spike where ONIC can really do some nuclear damage with Severo. But the layering CC now becomes a question. It's a battle of execution still. The 4,000 gold lead, 3,000 gold lead doesn't matter. What matters is the far lane and then the execution in team fights.
Remember when I said it's a fool's errand? It's kind of over.
Hey, I agree with you, honestly.
Look at where we're at right now. But speaking of the items right now, Sans actually goes for a Demon Shoes and Talisman, so a whole lot of mana regen.
Do BTR just want to wait it out? Like, okay, hold up. Conceal.
Conceal here. 3 men with Severo. Opening the bush. Keyboy though.
Keyboy
revitalized pops. Taunted. Luke now trying to buy time perhaps. Hinder the movement. Severo jumping in. That's a purify. Now taunt. Annabelle goes down. With the basic attack. It lands. Amando will find the trade on towards Lutby. It's a 1-for-1. No jungler for BTR. Top lane. Advantages towards Bigetron though.
Kyrie sent there.
There's no window for ONIC. They can guard this slot as long as they want to.
Savero no Purify, that's the big info. That's why they're so confident in walking up. As long as Savero has no Purify,
Yeah.
Luke can flicker in and stun him. Finn has flicker as well. They have time to play with this. A timer, a window of opportunity appears on the map for BTR.
Oh my goodness. Despite BTR, I think the control is on BTR right now.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
With the Annabelle coming in, with the Purify still down, yes, they can all in on Savero in the next skirmish. If Savero does what he did before, like if he shows Oracle though, that will help him. Eman has Imo.
Yeah, despite being in control of BTR, I feel like it's still kind of like up in the air. It's not just a 70-30, it's a 60-40 for
no,
BTR.
Kyrie's up top.
He's going back.
Oh, this is gonna be so long.
It's not
And he's free.
It's not enough.
B-Boy pops the flicker, Annabelle collects the Lord. Onyx might as well just collect bodies if he's available. Annabelle now, Praetor's Wrath doesn't really do much, but that's gonna be Finn disengaging. The damage will be enough to take Finn down from Kyrie. Now the Lord is actually up already, so somehow this might be Onyx with the clear.
No,
This
it's an
is still
evolved Lord.
bad.
It's an evolved Lord. There are minion waves coming down. This is their 5th man. Finn down, they have a 5th man in the Lord.
Sans no flicker. Would be no vengeance. This is bad. No wave clear for Onyx. This is bad.
Let's see. Bigetron, can they pull the series? Loopy down. 4 members only defending with Onyx. No, there you go.
Lord.
That's Savero doing the work. Annabelle still has immortality. Will keep that immortality intact. Onyx just waiting patiently with the clear. Another minion wave though
Lucas
coming in
flicker.
towards the mid.
Savero has him on force back up.
Let's see, Savero has the Purify as well. Let's see. Onyx will take it patiently here. Bigetron also not hasty with the engage.
Aye.
That's going to be the jump on towards Amon, who has immortality, will keep it as well.
Oh my Lord.
Savero also just doing the work. That's Harith, man. Modern day Natan.
Modern day Natan. It is giggable for Onyx. At this point, the gold almost does not matter at all. Looking at the items right now, look at the gold lead on Kai. But at the same time, it's already overflowing. It doesn't matter.
The goal does not matter. Aside from, again, item swaps that we will be seeing for sure from Eman, from Kai, from Savero, for even Annabelle and Kimmy Moreno, the items don't matter at this point. We are at what Leo, a young man from the Philippines, would say, critical mass. This is 20 minutes. Everybody has hit full items, aside from some frontliners here and there. What really matters is how they play the macro game, BTR. For Onyx, they can defend as long as they get one member down in the skirmish, like before BTR take the Lord. Or if they steal the Lord, obviously, then I think they will just win. One Lord can change. Flashbacks to not the M5 Baxia, but the MSC comeback against Echo. You can take all the Lords, one big fight, could seal the deal.
Keyboy Kufra.
It's not really, Baxia can't do that, but yeah, I see the vision.
True.
Hey, maybe like shield unity to 5.
I don't think Hanzo.
That's not possible. That's
I don't
not
think
possible.
Hanzo can do the Lancelot Kyrie escape, but I feel you, man. I understand. Yeah.
Hey, you said about something about macro Mirko. I feel like these two teams, the composition, it's not really built for macro play at all.
Exactly, and that's why the base turret in the far lane is so massive. That's why the advantage that BTR have right now is that Onyx always have to make the desperate move.
Oh man,
ult down.
that's a bad trade.
Onyx always have to make the desperate move. They have to be the ones to be decisive about the fight. If they don't get the fight, and if the wave goes down below, they're going to be splitting their members back and forth, and it will be another free Lord, just like we saw earlier. Then Onyx will have to chase and get one member to defend. It really is a battle of forced errors at this point, but the forced errors is BTR. It really is a question to Onyx now. Onyx have to try to get a big fight, but BTR just won't let them.
Yeah, it's just...
Look at the slow push down below. That's a massive wave building up. Hanzo
Kyrie
again.
has to go there again.
Has
It's
to go
another force error. This is just looking really bad for Onyx. They let go. BTR is just gonna cycle again. This is gonna reset again.
They can wait as long as they want. They have the utility jungler to take the hits, even though, again, there you go. Hanzo in the bottom lane. The Lord reset, actually. They're gonna go for the fight instead.
Let's see. Tom's immune. Hey boy, repeat. Vengeance pops, that's a good pull from that I'm offended. Vital is committed as well, and Malutpi, no immortality on him.
They go
but the
back.
Lord now.
Look at the base,
The
minions!
minions are coming in 2 waves.
Oh my Lord.
That's not a good sign. Kyrie will use his flicker on this, so That's just info.
Loopy goes back.
Sounds very low. Flickers out of danger. Sabero now. Shaman Force 1v5 practically. Lord 10,000
Can they do
AP.
it?
Kyrie jumps in. Now Luke trying to buy time. Keyboy low. Kyrie not enough time there. Hemon collects the double. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigetron is just mukbanging. ONIC members. Hemon finding the maniac. Looking for the last rookie. He finds Annabelle. But what
No way.
cost?
No way. Nah,
He will
Sabero.
buy time for his team, but at what cost? Again, Bigetron, they got the Lord, they got the fight, and they got the series.
They've got the icing on the cake with Maniac from Eman, and that is the cherry on top. A W for Bigetron, and ONIC has to wait another day for them to advance to the playoffs. It becomes a much tougher road for